we are substituting or replacing the said variables with the given values, and then we can able to get the number that we are looking for. So we have been asked to evaluate the expression into parentheses x squared plus y to the power 0, parentheses close or cubed, when x is equals to -2 and y is equals to 3. Okay, so here we replace the x with -2, so -2 squared, so we kind of all squared plus 3 to the power 0 and cubed. One thing that we have to know is that any number to the power 0 is 1. 100 to the power 0 is 1. So 3 to the power 0 is going to be so here -2 all squared is going to give us -2 times -2, which is going to give us +4. 3 to the power 0 is 1. Then we have cubed 5 cubed, which means 5 times 5 times 5, which is 5 times 5, 25, 25 times 5, 125. As I've been asked to evaluate the expression absolute of -5x plus 12 when x is equals to 5. So where we see x, we are going to replace it with 5. So -5 times 5 plus 12 absolute close. The 5 times 5 give us -25. -25 plus 12, since the negative is bigger, the answer have to be in negative, and the difference is 13, so -13 absolute. Absolute of a negative number becomes positive, so here we got 13 as an answer. Alright, so we have been asked to evaluate the expression negative absolute of h minus t when h is equals to -3 and t is equals to 9. So we have our negative. H has been given us -3 minus t has been given us 9 absolute. Got our negative, two negatives, so we put the number together and then give it negative. So 3 plus 9 negative, and then 3 plus 9 is 12. And we know that the absolute of a negative number becomes positive. So here we got +12, but it's being multiplied by negative. So the final answer will be -12. Answer. We have been given y is equals to 16x, and we have been asked to find the x over y, where the denominator here, which is a y, cannot be equals to 0, because when it's equals to 0, it becomes undefined. So here we realize that it didn't give us any values, but let's see what we can do. So we are looking for x over y. Here, let's try to get rid of this from the number here. So we divide here by x here, and we have to repeat the same thing so that we don't change it. And when we do that, realize that this will turn into 1. So now we have y over x is equals to 16. We are looking for this here, but we have to know that every number is over 1. So we are going to switch. So when we flip each of them, so we will get x over y. And since we flip this, we have to flip this one. This become 1 over 16. And that is the answer that we're looking for. Okay, so we have been given half times mv squared. If m is 4 and v is -5, we want to find the value of the expression. So here we write half. The m has been given as that, so it's multiplying 4 and it's also multiplying. It's negatives and it's all squared. So let me cover it with a parenthesis. Then squared. Here we are going to do this one because we are still following the PEMDAS or the board mass. So we will square this. So -5 times -5 give us 25, and then we multiply any direction that we want. So half 4 give us 225, okay, which is equals to 50. We have been asked to evaluate square root of np into parentheses 1 minus p, whereby n is 100 and p is 0.8. So here, bring our square root. 100 times 0.8 times 1 minus 0.8. 0.8. Then here give us 1. Take away 0.8, give us 0.2. And write the 100. 0.8 times 0.2 give us 0.16. And 100 times 0.16 give us 16. 16 is a perfect square, so square root of 16 is plus or minus 4. So the answer could be 4 or negative 4. Anytime we take a square root, we are expressing plus or minus. So it could be this or this, depending upon the question. But in this particular evaluation, we will leave it as. Alright, we have been asked to evaluate the value of 2h squared times f if h is equals to negative 4 and f is equals to negative 2. So 2 times negative 4 all squared times negative 2. Here we are still applying the PEMDAS or the board math. We will do the one with the exponent first. So we write our 2. Negative 4 times negative 4 give us 16, positive 16. So negative times negative is positive. We multiply by our 2 here. So here 2 times 2 give us 32. And then times negative 2. And 32 times negative 2 give us negative 64. That is the final answer.